I remain convinced that learning to run paid ads is the most powerful marketing tool that you can master. Sure, there are surface level benefits to this. You can get more followers, you can get more engagement, you can get more comments, you can get more streams, you can get more video views, all of the things. And while there's nothing wrong with the vanity metrics, they're not bad. The true power in learning to navigate an ad platform is your ability to go deeper than that and actually unlock some other objectives and some other things that you might not ever have considered. And what's more is you can use paid advertising. In my opinion, this is the most important thing. You can use paid advertising to automate your time, which means you can automate your output, which means you can save yourself time, which means you can spend more time doing the other things that you actually enjoy rather than worrying about marketing all the time. So let's talk about 3 benefits of learning to operate paid ads, especially as an independent artist. So the first and most fundamental advantage of running paid ads is that you can start from zero and get up and running very quickly. Now, it's very difficult as an artist to start to get traction on Spotify, especially, or other DSPs for that matter, without some sort of marketing plan in place. That first kind of series of releases where you have nobody listening and you have no streams and no playlist ads and all that is heartbreaking. And we've all been there. The fastest way to overcome this, in my experience, is to learn how to run ads, or you can hire somebody to do it for you. But regardless of which method you take, running ads to send traffic to your profiles on DSPs is the fastest way to unlock that early stage growth. And not only does it help you grow on Spotify, if that's where you're sending people, but it helps you grow downstream of that on other DSPs, and also can fuel growth on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff. People are going to search for you other places where you have profiles if they like what they hear. So one campaign can actually check a ton of boxes right out of the gate with minimal effort compared to trying to generate new content and post to every platform every single day. I mean, when you think about it, marketing is really about generating awareness at first. That's stage 1. That's step 1. We can do that by releasing music on Spotify and other DSPs and hoping for the best, which doesn't really work. We can create a ton of content and post every single day or multiple times a day and hope that our videos and content find the right people, which is assuming, of course, that the algorithm shows it to anybody, which isn't guaranteed. Or we can kind of take some of the power and put it into our own hands and use paid advertising to kind of guarantee exposure to the audience that we're looking for, while also kind of saving ourselves time. I mean, one really good ad automated with a bit of a daily ad spend kind of on an ongoing basis is super duper powerful. And that one ad can continue to serve you for a long time without you having to guess every single day about what's trending or what's going to hit or whatever. So in my experience, having worked with a lot of different artists at this point, if you're an early stage or a brand new artist and you want to get up and running very quickly, certainly don't release without a plan. Don't waste your time making content unnecessarily. Certainly play the content game. Yes, make content. Don't not make any content, but don't make it the whole thing. Don't pitch to playlists. I've been very clear about that in the past. But learn how to run paid ads. It's the best way to automate your time. It's the best way to automate your marketing. And it is the best way to generate early results, kind of more guaranteed than anything else. So the second reason that running paid ads is really powerful and really important is that it unlocks other opportunities. Going back to step 1, when we first start out and we have 0 listeners and 0 streams and all that, there's a ton of stuff that happens on Spotify specifically, other marketing opportunities that are unavailable to us until we reach a certain benchmark, most specifically Showcase and Marquee. Now, out of the 3 options that Spotify currently offers to market your music directly on the platform, I believe Showcase and Marquee are 2 good ones and worth using. Discovery Mode, I don't think is good. In fact, if you look at Spotify's kind of campaign kit philosophy that they've adopted lately, I think if you take Discovery Mode and you replace that with meta advertising, now you have a campaign kit that works. Discovery Mode has been kind of a failed attempt in pretty much every single instance I've seen it used across profiles. Showcase and Marquee, however, actually generate really good results. But you have to have a built-in fan base on the platform to begin with in order to even use those. And the best way to do that is to send a lot of traffic to your profile initially and really kind of in perpetuity using paid ads on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, and so the third and biggest reason that ads are so powerful is not for generating streams, it's not for getting the vanity metrics, and it's really not even for unlocking those things on Spotify's platform. The biggest reason that you want to learn to run ads is to generate leads, getting email addresses from your fans, from your audience, so that you can ultimately, hopefully, turn them into customers. Because the customer business relationship is a very important one for any artist-driven business. Every business has to generate revenue. You have to make money if you want to call yourself a business. If you're not making money, then it's a paid hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to go further and try to generate some semblance of revenue, then you've got to sell something. And to sell something, you have to have customers. And to have customers, you have to generate leads. Leads are the lifeblood of any business on the planet. Every single business imaginable has to generate leads so that they can turn warm prospects into customers who hopefully will continue to support that business because the relationship is symbiotic. The customer gets something from you that they want in the form of new music, new merchandise, tickets, shows, other opportunities, and you get something from them in return, which is hopefully a bit of revenue that you can use to support your business, to reinvest into your business, or to use to simply support yourself so that you can spend more time creating this art that these people love and less time doing another job that you don't want to be doing all the time. Now, taking a step aside from using ads from the very beginning, even if you're not using ads, even if you're not a fan of running ads to grow on Spotify, you're not a fan of using ads to boost engagement on social media, and you're using content, solely organic content posted through your profiles to generate all of your traffic, and you're doing a good job of that. If you have 1 million followers on Instagram and you have 1 million average monthly listeners on Spotify, and people are discovering you from Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and they're coming from those profiles and they're making it to Spotify, you can take all of that data and still use ads, learn to run ads to collect lead information from your existing audience on these platforms, which is a very important and very powerful thing to do. So even if you're like not on the ad boat and you're like, never ads, I hate ads, ads are gross, you might want to rethink about how you have seen ads used in the past and how you might use ads if you want to give it another, let's say, thought. So the way you do this, whether you're starting with ads or whether you're just making organic content and now I've got your interest peaked and you're like, well, maybe ads, tell me more. The way you do this is you take the audience that you have created on any platform, but we'll use Instagram because I like meta ads the best. If you're creating content on Instagram or you're running ads on Instagram, then you can take all of those people who have engaged with your content or engaged with your profile or whatever. There's a whole bunch of different options you can choose, and you can dump them into one audience where you collect all of these people in one place, and then you can retarget them with an offer for something that they want. For a musician, the easiest thing is a free download. Give them a free download of your most popular track or a free download of a couple of your most popular tracks. In exchange for that, they'll give you their email address, and you can set this up either as a download gate where when they hit submit on the form, they're taken to a follow-up page with a button to download the file, or my preferred method, you can set it up so that when they input their email address, it takes them to a page that says confirmed, we got it. Now check your email to download your file. This means that they can't access that file unless they receive the email, so they can't use a fake address. So they have to give you a real address to collect the thing that you are giving them for free. So this might be an oversimplification, but really, in my opinion, it is this simple and it is kind of this easy. You want to generate awareness at the top by either posting a lot of content or my preferred method, running ads, to save yourself time because your time is your most important asset. Run ads, get people coming to your music top of funnel. Then you open up other marketing opportunities on Spotify, and then you are able to retarget all of these people to generate leads to hopefully pour into the lifeblood of your now burgeoning artist business where you can make a little bit of money and support yourself. Now, if you don't have a clue what I'm talking about with any of this and you want a different place to start aside from this sort of like hype video, let's call it, let's start with a video about how to create custom audiences, and then from there you can look at lookalike audiences and all kinds of other marketing videos on my channel. I'll leave a link to that video about how to create custom audiences below so you have a starting point. And I'll also include it at the end, so if you want to check that out, it's a good place to get going. And if you did enjoy this video and want to go deeper with topics just like this every single week, then I hope you'll subscribe to my newsletter, The One Thing. Every Tuesday, I send out one thing that I'm either thinking about or testing to succeed as an independent artist. So if you do want to subscribe to that, I will also leave a link to that in the description of this video. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.